Howdy, Possum Patty here, and it is World Elephant Day, so come on along. So I'm going to take you step by step how I made this really fun World Elephant Day for August 12th, 2021 in my journal. It's a little wet. We're going to start with making the elephant and then the fun lettering, and then I just put together the background. So first, drawing this really cute elephant. To draw an elephant figure, it might be easy to start with some shapes. So for the baby elephant, just going to start with an egg shape for the body and a nice oval up front for the head and a triangle for the ears. And we'll refine the parts later. What's important to remember is the anatomy of an elephant. People don't realize this, but when animals that walk on four legs, where's their back? Well, their backbone is way up here, isn't it? And reach your hand around and touch behind your shoulder, and that's your scapula. So the scapula and the clavicle for an elephant are way up here. So his shoulder is way up here somewhere. Kind of comes forward way up here. And then the top part of the arm is way up here, like that. And then the elbow is right there. That's the elbow. And then you come down, and this part that bends is the wrist. And then you've got the foot. And then back here, of course, you've got the ribs, right? The ribs are here. And then you have the hips of the elephant way back here. And the large femur bone is up here. And where's his knee? His knee is way up here. Okay, and then it bends back from the knee. So these are like the tibia and the fibula, your shin bone. And then this part down here is the ankle, and then you have the foot. So you have the spine, you have the ribs, you have the hips, comes down, the knee, the shin bone, the ankle, and the foot. And in the front you have the scapula and the upper arm, the elbow, and the lower arm, and the wrist, and then the front foot. So of course an elephant's legs look much wider than that, so you just fill it in like that. Of course, you're not going to see much of the other side of the leg, so you can just sort of make a little toe sticking out back here, and the same thing in the back. Just make like another little toe sticking out there, and the leg goes up past the belly, and the leg goes way up there, because remember his shoulder's way up here. So what I'm going to do right now is just to clean up these pencil lines and then put in some details. Okay, I'm going to work on his head a little bit. The ear is not quite a triangle, but we put the triangle in there to hold the place of the ear. So we're just going to round that off a little bit and just show the other ear poking through. Erase some of these lines. You leave all the little details till last. I know people like to put in the details right away, but it's important to get the shape in first. So I've got a sloping head and then a trunk. We're going to make the trunk touch the forehead like this and come back around. And it's thinner and then it gets larger. And then we have a little mouth back here. Make the ear a little bit bigger. And then the eyeball is around here somewhere. There we have our cute little elephant. All right, I'm going to erase some more of these pencil lines because I'm going to use my Elegant Writer, which makes beautiful grays, to outline them and then shade them in. I know it's a little hard to see somebody sketching in pencil on camera, so I'm going over this with my Elegant Writer. And I'm just going to go around the ear. And the head. Down the leg. Do you have to study anatomy to be an artist? No. Do artists study anatomy? Yes. Oh, forgot his other ear. His tail. Okay, this is going to be the first layer. And take a brush. This Elegant Writer looks black. Once you touch it with water, it kind of gives you all different colors, blues and greens, sometimes purples and pinks. You see some pink in there. You want to leave some white. You don't want to make it a solid color. Gives it more dimension. want it lighter in the middle. Okay, we'll leave that for now. We're going to be adding more black lines to do all the wrinkles and shading. So this is just going to be the first layer, and then I'll let it dry. So all I'm doing is touching the line with a wet brush. There's no paint. All the color's coming from the ink. It's a lot of fun to do. It's like instant painting. These elegant writers are made by Speedball, and usually you find them like in the calligraphy section of the store. Now I'm not going to do his eye with this pen because I don't want his eye to run, so we'll be using a micron pen to do that. Okay, I'm going to have to let this dry, but if I move it up here, can you see there's like pink in there? Get some more light maybe. Right in there is pink and green. There's some pink up there. Pink and green. Okay, we're going to let them dry. It's time to give our cute little elephant some details, and the first thing I'm going to do is just make a little eye with a little bit of a white spot there. Isn't that cute? And elephant's got like little hairs. I want to do this with the pen that doesn't run when you put water on it. A couple little dots around the edge. That one's already like a little fluffy. And then we're going to have to give him some wrinkles. Do I want to use the pen that runs or the pen that doesn't run? Here's my eraser. Pencil marks. I think for next to his eye, we'll do that. And I think I'll just make a little darker line over here in his mouth. Well, we want to give him some wrinkly wrists. This is his wrist up front. And up here by his elbow. And this is his hip and knee and ankle. Give him a little bit down here by his ankle. Give him some wrinkly knees. I guess we can. A little shading on the belly. A little wrinkle back here. Along the spine maybe. Just making little scratches down here on the belly. And let's, oh, on the trunk. Yeah, the trunk always has like all these little lines on it, doesn't it? Where it's flexible and it bends. You can really see the pink now that it's dry, right in there. Well, I don't think I'm going to give them too many details. So this whole elephant was done with just the Elegant Writer and the Micron pen, just a touch of the Micron, mostly the Elegant Writer, and a wet plain water brush. So now I am going to trim him down and make a World Elephant Day page in my journal. I trimmed the page just a little bit and I wrote August 12th, 2021, World Elephant Day. And now I made these little shiny party accents from this die that Dolores sent me. But I'm thinking I want some more colors on here. And I have this piece of elephant boho, very sparkly, very purple background paper. And I'm just going to use that. And I do have some boho trim that I might put across the top and the bottom, maybe. But before I do that, I want to finish up the card and glue everything down to the page in the journal. I sewed the boho trim all the way around with the machine. And now I'm going to color these letters. And I'm going to pick the colors from the boho trim. And I've got some cheap markers over here that are water soluble. And so I'm going to be looking for, let's see, we need a nice pink. So we'll try those out and see what looks better. And we need a lavender. I don't know which one's better. We'll try it out. Whatever colors we got here around the edge is yellow. So we need a pretty yellow. We'll try one of these, although they look the same. Yeah, those are the same. Here's a different one. We get pink. We need sort of a pretty blue. We need a pretty blue. And a pretty green. Something like that, maybe. Or that. Or wait, there is no green, it's just kind of blue teal. Alright, put the green ones away and I'm going to test these out, see which ones I like. So here's my colors. I think I'm going to go with this yellow, which is this one, and pink. Go with this pink, and let's go with this purple and this blue. So I'm going to use those 4 colors, and let me just show you how easy this is. Of course, there's no room to work with this big journal. Going to randomly color in the letters and the little swirls. Like this. So World Elephant Day was started by a group just to make people aware of the loss of habitat for elephants and the poaching of elephants and the treatment of elephants in captivity. Now, I consider elephants to be a keystone species because their habitat is so large. And if you preserve the habitat for an elephant, you are preserving the habitat for many other critters that live in the same area. So all you do is add some color here and there. Just kind of be a little random, like that. Kind of looks like Dr. Seuss letters now, doesn't it? And then I'm going to take my brush and just add a little bit of water to them. Make them nice and colorful. It's a fun way to make letters. You can just print out the words and then use your water-soluble markers to make them look festive. So I'm going to just paint all the purple up here. Make them a little bit watery. I did all the purple. Now I'm going to do all the blue. You can make it run a little bit, that's the best. Make the ink spread around a little bit. Okay, I'm going to do the pink. You're not looking for perfection, you're looking for fun when you do these letters. You can see the color running a little bit there. And the next color is yellow. Okay, now I want to let that dry, I guess. Let that dry, and then we're going to glue him on here so we see a row of elephants up here and a row of elephants down here. And we got the pom-poms all around. And then I will add the party hat. Okay, I have everything glued down in the journal now. My elephant's got his party hat on. And I glued in some balloons and sparkly ice cream and the word party next to day. Party day for the elephants. Some balloons up there and a little party hat. I've got my gold and purple elephant background and my boho trim. And that's it for this page. So happy junk journaling and happy World Elephant Day. Bye-bye now.